Alright, so in this video, I'll be doing these three examples, which is just three more vertex form examples. Again, just go until you think you understand this well enough, and then go to factored form. So I'll do one at a time and then kind of erase it and start over. So y equals x plus 2 squared minus 3. So we're going to follow the same steps we did in the last video. Identify A, H, and K. Notice there is no A here. That means it's a 1, not a 0. So A is equal to 1. H is equal to, remember, it's A times x minus h squared plus k. So to get an addition sign here, that means you have a negative h minus a negative. So h is really negative 2. K as is negative 3. Step 2 was to plot the vertex and the axis of symmetry. Remember, that's a little messy. Remember, the vertex was at h comma k, and the axis of symmetry is at x equals h. So in this case, the vertex is negative 2, negative 3, and the axis of symmetry is x equals negative 2. So let's put that point, negative 2, negative 3, and draw a vertical dashed line. This is our axis of symmetry at x equals negative 2. Make that a little darker. There we go. Step 3 was to find other points near the vertex. So if we create a table of values, we want 5 points always as our goal. So negative 2, negative 3, vertex always in the middle, and then go up from here. So negative 1, 0, negative 3, negative 4. So this is the part where we go to the graphing calculator. Just type in x plus 2 squared minus 3. So y equals x plus 2 squared minus 3. Then go second graph, which gives you the table. We're looking to start our table at a negative 4. So right there. 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 2, 1. So let's copy that. 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 2, 1. So now we can plot those points. Negative 4, positive 1 is right there. Negative 3, negative 2 is right there. We already plotted the vertex. Negative 1, negative 2 is right there, and 0, 1. Last step is to connect the dots, draw your parabola. Would be more mathematical, but there we have it. The key is that we can see your 5 points. I don't expect your picture to be perfect, but you should have this work shown, and you should have 5 accurate points for your graph. So if you need to, pause this because I'm going to erase this. That is number 1, x plus 2 squared minus 3. So number 2, we have y equals negative, which is really a negative 1, x minus 1 squared plus 5. So step 1, identify a, which is negative 1, h, which in this case is a positive 1, and k is 5. So our vertex is at 1, 5, and our axis of symmetry is at x equals 1. So there's 1, 5, and the axis of symmetry will always go through the vertex. There's x equals 1. So step 3, create your table of values again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, vertex goes in the middle, and then just go up 2, 3, and down 0, negative 1. So let's go back to our graphing calculator. Negative x minus 1 squared plus 5. So y equals negative x minus 1 squared plus 5. Then go to your table. Make sure I got that right. X minus 1 squared plus 5. we want to start our table at -1 and go to 3. So our table, -1 is right here. So it's -1, 1, 0, 4, and then you can see the rest. So it's 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. So let's fill in our table. 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. Now we can plot those. -1, 1 is right here. 0, 4 is up here. 1, 5 we already have. 2, 4. It's right there. And 3, 1 is right there. So connect your parabola and draw it in, and that would be number 2. Notice A was -1, so our parabola opened down. If A was positive, it would open up, but we expected this one to open down like it did. So pause this again if you need. I'm going to do the last one right here in a minute. So y equals 1/2 times x minus 3 squared minus 4. So A is 1/2, h is +3, k is -4. So step 2, our vertex is at +3, -4, and our axis of symmetry is x equals 3. If we use the a value, since it's positive, we're expecting our graph to open up, but we'll get that in step 3. So 3, -4 is right here. And then a axis of symmetry, not an asymptote, axis of symmetry at x equals 3. So let's darken that a little bit. There we go. Create your table of values one last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vertex goes in the middle, and then go up, up, down, down. So let's graph this. 1/2 times x minus 3 squared minus 4. So we want 1/2 times x. 1/2 times x minus 3 squared. Is it minus 4? 1/2 times x minus 3 squared. Perfect. So our table starts at 1 and goes to 5. So hit second graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want -2, -3.5, -4, -3.5, -2. So it's -2, -3.5, -4, -3.5, -2. So we start with 1, -2, 2, -3.5, 3, -4, 4, -4.5, and 5, -2. So the last thing is to sketch your parabola like so, and then there you have it. So that's your 3 examples. If you're still needing more help, reach out to us and we can explain hopefully what your misunderstanding is.